Sorry about that. Welcome to the Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show for Monday, August 3rd. I'm getting ahead of myself. So sorry about that. We're going to be going over today's news headlines. Once again, Isaac's in here. I appreciate you coming in. So let me set you up. So I'm going to get you in. How you doing?
Hey everyone, it's Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer. Sports Talk with purpose here on.
Yep. Let me turn that off. How you doing?
So look, guys, we got a good show today because look, we got Lakers Jazz game's about to finish. So.
Right oh there. Yeah, what's the score in that game?
Sports Talk with purpose here on.
Yep. Let me turn that off. How you doing? Yeah, turn that off. Turn that feed off, Isaac, so we won't hear that. So once again, score 114-108. 114-108.
So looks like the Lakers are going to win this. I mean, look, guys, this is sports talk, but this is big news right here. Because look, game over right there if they make that shot. So
no.
Looks so like he's running. Oh for three, and he made it.
Yep. So we're on Facebook, so we go ahead and send all these invitations out to everyone.
Anyone wants to join, I mean, look, we're really having a fun time today. So
we're having a nice time. So thanks for everybody for coming in. We'll set everybody up. Let's get this switched over.
We'll get them in here. So.
And then we're going on YouTube tonight as well. Both all three.
So, you paid for the premium to get more destinations?
Yeah, they said I have destinations now.
Oh, they gave you more. You paid more.
Yeah, they said it's going to be more destinations. So I'm going to go ahead and get that set up.
So, all right, Sports Talk. Look, August 3rd, we got the Florida Panthers. I commentated the Heat game today, so that was a horrible game. You heard what happened?
Yeah.
Came down to the final seconds. They lost to the Raptors. But, I mean, look, the Raptors are the reigning champions. They're the second seed. The Heat are the fourth seed. But Jimmy Butler just made that one pass. They had 14 seconds left. They had no shot clock. They had the ball. They were down by 2, so they needed a 2 to tie it, a 3 to win.
Yeah.
They had 14 seconds left. They had no shot clock, but they just turned it over.
Yeah.
So, looks like.
Yeah. So let's go over some news headlines. Let's see who's this. Hoops. Reading your name. Hoops. FL. Thanks for coming in. How's everybody doing tonight?
Hi, I'm Isaac's friend.
Oh, you're Isaac's friend? I'm Kelly.
Oh, I like your. Sorry, I have something going on in the background, but I like your shirt though.
Oh yeah, New Orleans Hornets. Yeah, no, that's the old team right there.
Hey, Ken, you know who he is?
Of course, then.
Yeah, that's Hoops.
What are you making them?
No, do you know who he is?
I Hoops.
No one knows who I am.
I know who you are.
I've watched your streams though a few times.
Yeah, I do video. Feed him all the time.
No, he's our intern. So you probably showed his articles, Carrie. He's an intern.
Yeah,
I've only done two.
You write some good articles.
Well, you see my articles?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see him on I see him on the things on.
There's no. What? Tell me. What was the last article I wrote?
I think it was Major League Baseball or something like that.
All right, good. Okay. Thank goodness. There's no way he knows my article.
Jerry, now that he's in the show, tell him welcome to the show.
Say welcome to the show.
Look, that's my friend right there. So you need more viewers. So he's on Facebook.
Yeah, we're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. So if you want to come in.
He was using StreamYard. Now, Isaac, tell Kerry the problem you had with StreamYard. And
what problem?
Because look, Kerry uses StreamYard and co-host, and that's what Isaac's using. So his name's Isaac, like me.
So your name's Isaac too?
Yep.
Wow. I did not know that.
Wait, what are you talking about with StreamYard and co-host at the same time?
Yeah, I use the StreamYard, but I use Sportscaster for the co-hosts and stuff like that.
Yeah, no. So he uses StreamYard to he uses StreamYard to share the screen because you can't share.
Isaac, why is it like Isaac? It looks like you're in like a fishbowl and you're trying to get out. Oh, that's what you look like.
Yeah.
But anyway, no. Kerry uses the StreamYard for the link.
I use the setup show videos and stuff like that.
So Kerry, tell them welcome to this show.
No, I ain't doing that. We got to do show news headlines. So let's go ahead and go over some news headlines.
No, look, he knows high school basketball well. So.
Oh, you know high school basketball? Wow. I do high school football.
He does a lot of interviews.
Oh, that's good.
He can't do co-host because they don't have a computer. So maybe you want to talk to him about that.
Yeah, that would be a good idea for you. Get a computer so you can be a co-host.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
Here, wait. Actually, I'll stick around for a topic. I'll see if I know what we're talking about.
Okay, let's go to the first one.
Oh, this is
okay. This is talking about Big 12. Big 12 allowed to play one non-conference game. Isaac, turn that off, Isaac. So nobody.
Yeah, I was on Facebook. Sorry about that. Just checking in right here. So
all right, Isaac. Yeah, it's funny. So, let's go ahead and talk about this right now. Okay, Big 12 allows teams to play one conference.
That's big because the Soroka. Oh, one. I don't see it. So
you don't see it?
Wait, no, I see it.
You're not showing the article. You're just showing the cover. So.
All right, I'll switch it. Let me switch it.
So look, StreamYard's good. So we got some comments. So on StreamYard, so you have to go to the comments on StreamYard.
Yeah. So we're showing it right here. So this is what they're talking about.
Okay, show the comments on the screen so he can see because he.
No, I see him.
No, but add it. You could do that if you go to YouTube. If you stream to YouTube, Isaac, you can add it to the stream. You can show the comments, right?
Yeah, you can show the comments. See,
yeah, you see. So if you stream to YouTube, Isaac, you can show the comments. So
all right,
so we're talking about this right now. So if you want to comment about this, Isaac, what's your last name is?
Argo.
Isaac Argo. You want to comment about this one?
Yeah.
What is that?
Come on, Isaac. Come on. Stop playing.
Okay, so Big 12 to allow. All right. I mean, so this is like definitely going to happen. There's no way this happens. They're gonna say this now. It's gonna be canceled, and that's pretty much like that. Like I know for sure. I will be very surprised if they play a non-conference game, unless it's maybe later in the year. But if this means like they're playing it as scheduled, there's no way that will happen. Because also conferences aren't like unless they're gonna play like a cupcake team. Like there's no way this will happen. This doesn't.
Mitchie Sports is in. So if you want to come in from Sportscaster, so let's give him the link. I got the link, Kerry. So I'll just copy. Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. So come in.
Put it to you this way. I think they should play these non-conference games to be safe.
It's not going to happen.
No. Not going to happen.
There's no way. That's so like. There's no way it's going to happen. I don't think there's going to be football. To be honest with you,
I most likely will have to agree with you. So, once again, this is from AP.com. Go to AP.com. Let me get this.
Go to his website. There's good. Isaac, tell him your website.
Yeah, he'll tell me in a little bit. Okay, let me give you this is from UPI. Let me put this up on the screen so you'll see it. Let me get this up.
Isaac, what's in your eye?
What's in your eyes, Isaac? Okay, this is what we're talking about here. So let me get this off the screen.
Oh, wow, UPI. I mean, look. Yeah, this is big because, look, I'm the baseball guy, Kerry, so let me see.
Okay, all right. Wait, real quick. I don't know this, and I got to edit a video. But it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure being on your show, Kerry. I appreciate it.
All right, no problem. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, you too. Have a great show, man. I'll see you soon.
Have a good night. Okay, Isaac, you want to comment?
I mean, look, he is the ace of the Braves. This is huge.
Yes. Yeah, it's he tore his Achilles heel, and he's out for the season. So this comes out August 3rd. talking about this.
Because look, they don't have any pictures because Cole Hamels, was injured, and Folnetsky. Yeah. By the way, the Marlins finally play tomorrow, Kerry. After the team testing positive.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Randy Coven's in. Hey.
Yeah. Randy Coven, how you doing, Randy? Randy is a Blue Dot. You can follow him. His show. It's on YouTube.
So look, if you want to come
Facebook.
in, so we'll let you in. So give him the
So
link.
if you want to come in, Randy,
give him the link.
I'll set him the link. So if you want to come in, Randy, we'll set you up.
Is that your brother? Wow.
No, that ain't my brother, Isaac. Come on.
He just said on the look.
Yes, he is. He's my Blue Dot brother. So
what does that mean?
That's a Blue Dot. Blue Dot mean like blue dots.
I don't know what that means.
No, you don't know. So Randy, if you want to come in and talk, say hi to us, you can. Come on down.
But anyway, Kerry, isn't it that like the Marlins, the whole team had COVID. They finally play tomorrow after a while.
Yeah.
But most of the players still have COVID. They just called up minor leaguers, Tulane and that crap. So
yeah. So
they're finally playing after more than a week, right? So.
Oh yeah.
But we'll see how they do because they don't have their starters. They still have COVID. They didn't recover yet, so
yeah.
They just have the junk players, right, from the minor, from the
from
the New Orleans Baby Cakes.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not in New Orleans anymore, but they used to.
They used to be. They're not. But
they're still the Baby Cakes. It's just a different town, but
they're in Wichita now.
But anyway, the Baby Cakes. So they called up some players from them.
Yeah. So okay.
But look, he did great, Anthony Davis, in this game.
Yeah, he did great.
Oh, yeah, he was on the Pelicans, so you know him.
Yeah. So let me say.
No, he was on the Pelicans.
Oh.
For many years, you know him.
Yeah. So we'll go over some more headlines.
Randy. Hey, Randy. So
let's see if Randy can come in. I think he can come in via the link.
I don't know if he knows sports or not. So
he'll probably talk to you about it. He does.
So I mean, look. If you're a good friend of Kerry, so he knows you. So
yeah.
All right, let's go
over. Let's move on. We're just 12 minutes in. Okay, let's go ahead and go over this.
So okay. I mean, you got a lot of comments on the Sportscaster, Kerry.
Huh?
You got a lot of comments.
This is from the Detroit Free Press. Top tennis players resume.
Oh, he's back. Hey, Randy.
Hey, y'all. You want to come in, Randy? You can come on in. We'll set you up. I don't
know why. No one from Facebook wants to come in, so let's go.
The StreamYard links in the chat room description.
So, right there. So, I mean, look, we got us the Sportscaster people in there. So.
Yeah, we got Sportscaster. So let me go ahead and put the Sportscaster link in for you. So let me go ahead and do that. So I wanted.
Wow. Pelicans lost today.
No, Pelicans won today.
Oh, yeah, against the Grizzlies. So
yeah, I did that game.
I forgot who won. I mean, that was
yeah. This is once again from the Detroit Free Press. Go to the Detroit Free Press.
But look, here it is. I mean, look, Randy, let's go. So we don't have any time to waste. So let's come in. So
you got to keep going.
Let me show you some highlights. So we'll share the screen here. So
we'll show you some highlights. Go ahead.
Highlights from today. So we'll share the screen, Kerry. So
all right, Randy. I appreciate it, bud. You can come on in if you want. I mean, we'll let you.
Yeah, I mean, look, you only have to show your face. So.
Yeah, you have to show his camera.
I mean, you could just speak with audio.
So you want to come on? You want to?
We just share that screen right there. So
let me get that highlights up. There it is. Yep, this is highlights.
So you know who that is?
That's what's her name?
Yeah.
Trying to think of her name. That girl, the one that does the Oklahoma City games.
Yeah, Amber.
Amber, yeah.
So You hear it?
Okay. This is some of the highlights that's happening tonight. Chicago versus Milwaukee.
So look, that was a big game right there, and this is a home run. Absolutely. Boom.
3-2.
That's gone.
Right field. Way back to the wall and out of here.
That's gone.
Enough carry to clear the wall.
Okay, Randy. I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's a goner right there, right, Kerry?
Yeah.
Going for the long ball.
So that's the highlights from Isaac. Thanks for
No, we have more.
So we got more highlights. So we're looking at it. So let's show you some.
Right here. This is a walk-off right here. Walk-off.
Yep.
Tie game in the ninth inning. They're the home team, so that's a walk-off.
Yep. So
you ready to see the walk-off home run?
Yeah.
High fly
That's
to
gone.
deep right center field. Here's what a walk-off winner looks and sounds like in 2020.
That's a walk-off right there.
High fly to
Well,
So
yeah,
that was a walk. So that was a walk-off. So
look, they can't jump on each other because of COVID and everything. So
yeah. So let's play some more. Let's give you some more news highlights, news information.
So let's see what we got. So the Mets won, so I was happy about that.
Yeah.
So the Marlins played tomorrow. Just found something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the game winner in that 76ers game against the Spurs.
Yep.
And Kerry, you should be happy that the Spurs lost because the Pelicans are right behind the Spurs for that.
Yes. Yes.
Right there.
I think so.
So
But they got Sacramento on Thursday afternoon.
I mean, look, that's also an easy team. So
yeah.
But they're both non-playoff teams. They have to fight for that.
They're looking for that 8th spot.
So here it is. This is the game winner right here.
Out of the timeout.
8 seconds left. He's going to shoot it. And it's good.
Yes!
The 76ers have the lead.
Carries the three to put the Sixers up one with 6 points.
I watch the baseball highlights. I wonder how long. I wonder how long. Well, I am not going to purchase extra innings yet. That's what he's saying.
I don't
Randy.
know. So.
Well, Randy, yeah. He'll watch the baseball highlights.
Post Embiid, a three from Milton. Yes!
Just to see Isaac, he's from Atlanta.
What did you say?
He's from Atlanta. He's from Atlanta, Georgia.
Wow.
He lives in Kirksville, Missouri.
Yeah, so the Braves have done really good against the Mets, but they lost today. Yeah, so going back to Soroka, I mean, he got injured. So I saw that. He fell to the ground right there.
Yeah.
The Sixers up one with 6:1 remaining in the fourth. The last exchange again.
So that right there is a clutch shot.
So clutch shot by
and that helped every team fighting for that 8th seed right there.
Yeah, so that is in the game.
Let's see what we got. Again, follow this account. This is the account I run. Trending sports.
Follow
that's the account I run on Twitter. So yeah, he's out. It's a torn right Achilles tendon.
Yeah. So we just showed you on.
Here are the seedings, by the way. Here are the updated seedings. The 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the Celtics are 4 games behind the Raptors. The Heat are 2.5 behind the Celtics. They play the Celtics tomorrow. The Heat have back-to-back games. So they play today and they play tomorrow. So I'll be on the call for that. I shouldn't say tomorrow. It's already today. My time. It's already past midnight.
That's already past midnight.
But anyway, the 76ers are going to – they won. But
yeah. So let me go ahead and
wait a second. So we got a few more things here. Wow. A very good outing. What do you think?
Yeah, that's pretty good for Sonny Gray. Yeah, he had
6 innings. So.
Yeah, 6 innings and 4 hits, 2 runs. Looks like he walked 2 and struck out 8. So, yep. So, Isaac, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah. But by the way,
I know Brad was on there. Brad Sports was saying something about me getting in a lot of trouble and stuff like that. But
wow, what happened?
he said something about got banned or something once before. But no, he didn't get banned. He just almost got banned, I think.
Hey, Sam, welcome in.
Super Sam's in there?
Yeah.
Send him in.
I don't see Brad.
Brad Sports. Come on, Super Sam. Come on.
Let's go. We got the link. So
come on. You got the link.
So come in.
Come on down, Sam. Come on to the side.
So unless he's not in there anymore. He has to be.
Okay, we'll go over some more headlines.
Anyway, wait. You ready for this? Last one.
All right.
Welcome back to the clubhouse. This is Miguel Rojas from your Miami Marlins. Today's episode will be a little bit different. From the start of the series, we promised to bring you real and honest conversations from inside the clubhouse. And that's exactly what we're doing today. Join me today in this episode will be the members of the Miami Leadership Group. Brandon Kinsler, Corey Dickerson, Jorge Alfaro, and Sandy Alcantara.
So right here you got an interview.
Are in Miami due to the coronavirus. And Corey and Brandon.
So what he just said here is he is admitting who has COVID.
Tough.
So right here, you got Corey Dickerson and Brandon Ken. So they both don't have COVID. Kerry. So they were lucky because the whole Marlins team had COVID except those two. So these two players are in Baltimore getting ready for tomorrow's game.
Yeah, I'm listening.
And the three guys on the left.
Oh, he got a free preview. He got a free preview.
So, look, I mean, you have to co-host. But, Kerry, the three guys on the left have COVID, so they're in Miami.
Yeah.
But the two guys on the right, they don't have it, so they're cured. So.
Oh, okay, Randy. Yeah, that's good.
Let's start with
let's listen
guys,
in.
Sandy and Jorge. We all test positive for coronavirus, and we are currently in Miami battling with this virus. I want to start with you, Sandy. How are you feeling? Any symptoms in the last couple of days? How's everything going, man?
I mean, I feel great right now. You know, like you say, we're here, you know, like battling with this virus, you know, and we gotta be safe.
Yeah, I mean, look, you have to be safe
you, Jorge?
right there.
Talk to me. You being here in Miami as well after the bus ride. How you feeling right now? Any symptoms? How's everything going?
Everything good so far. I don't have any symptoms, so feel good. Just waiting and being patient. Just to get back to negative, and so I can get back to play again. Can get back with the team.
Yeah, on the other end, on my side, I've been feeling symptoms, and had a couple of rough days when I was in Philadelphia. It was tough. First couple of days when I start feeling the fever and sore throat, headache, and all that kind of stuff. But I'm finally feeling a little bit better, and hopefully I can.
Are you enjoying this?
Negative test soon, so I can rejoin the group. So CD and Kings, how about you guys? I know it was tough being in Philly, stuck for over a week without
in a hotel
doing any baseball activities. So Diggy, how are you feeling right now? What is the mood for you in Philadelphia and for the rest of the guys?
I think for today, I mean, everybody was excited, happy to actually be able to get some fresh air, you know, go outside and see somebody else for a change. You know, being tied up for a week.
Can you believe
anywhere
that?
Is tough, especially, you know, we're probably in our hotel room 23 and a half hours a day.
How can you do that? 23 and a half hours a day for a week in a hotel room that's so small?
Yeah. I would never do it 23 hours a day.
It's bad enough being stuck in your house for 23 and a half hours a day for a week. And this is a hotel room where you don't have food and games, and it's way smaller.
Yeah.
Right. You would be upset if you had to stay in your house for a week, right?
Yeah, I would be upset.
The hotel room.
Exactly.
Way worse. So
Yeah.
I feel bad. So
yeah, 23 hours a week. That's just.
It's like you're in prison.
Yeah, it's like you in a jailhouse.
Except you have air conditioning.
except you ain't gonna have. Except you ain't. You'll have to be working on a chain gang.
All right, let's listen to the rest. This is a great video right here.
So yeah, so thanks for playing it, sharing it for our Facebook,
just getting
YouTube,
our food or getting tested, and it's different for everybody. But I have a family back home, a pregnant wife, 2 boys.
So he has to leave his family too.
You know, they get to be home and they're enjoying being home and together and safe. And when you see that and what you're having to go through, it's tough. I mean, you want to be there for them, but you want to make sure they're safe also.
Yeah.
But you have an obligation to all the guys on the team to see this through and try to do the best we can.
Kings, talk to me. How you been handling this, and how tough it's been being there in the hotel.
It's a lot of ups and downs. I think the beginning of it, it was like, okay, we'll be here a couple days. And then, I was able to get some workouts in my room, throw bullpens against a mattress. I was trying to just stay active. And then what?
You heard that?
Yeah, I heard that.
What did he say?
Said about rooms or something like that? Yeah.
Because he's a pitcher. Guess how he has to practice pitching? Against a mattress.
Oh, yeah.
He has to throw against. So, look, that mattress is going to be dead meat.
Yeah.
He throws 99.
Oh, we weren't even until Sunday. I think I started to lose my mind. That's another 4 more days. And, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully we come out a lot stronger at the end of this.
No, they won't.
I don't know. I'm slowly starting to lose my mind.
Yeah, I feel you guys, but I really appreciate the support that you guys been showing on our group chat, sending good vibes to everybody, and it's been really nice to see how the group kind of still connected, even if we are in different places. So Georgie, you was the first guy who landed on the IL.
Yeah, he was the first one to get COVID out of the team.
Thing.
Yeah,
wow. I wanted to
he
ask
probably
you something.
spread it. I have to admit it. I hate to because I'm a Marlins fan, but I have to admit it. He probably spread it.
And if you have a chance, talk to us about being the first guy there, and if you have a clue.
So I'll be back in a second when I'll let the video play. So, because this is an important video, so everyone knows how big the coronavirus is. Because if you guys don't pay attention, you're going to be stuck in a hotel. 23 and a half hours, 23 and a half out of the 24 hours every day for a week. Okay? You don't want that. Don't fool around.
That you was getting this virus.
I didn't know that I had it.
Okay, Isaac, we'll be back in just a few moments. We'll continue with sports talk here. Thanks for Isaac for coming in tonight. Here at 11:12 Central Time.
I don't have any symptoms. I don't have anything. I don't feel weird. I don't feel sick at all. And even when I was behind the plate, I get a face mask on my hockey mask because I don't, just in case. But I had no clue. We are fighting with something.
We're back.
We don't. I mean, you can't see it. You don't know what it is. And, I mean, it happens. Could happen to anybody, any team. I mean, right now, it happens to me first.
Yeah.
But now I just have to be patient and stay. I mean, positive and try to get back to the field.
Yeah, Kings, you're a pitcher. Alfaro catch you when during the summer camp games in Atlanta. How scary is this situation? Because we don't know how we can contract the virus, but we know how.
Miguel Roger. So once again, this is a Marlins video from Isaac.
When he said that, I thought he said your name.
Yeah.
When he said how scary, I thought he said how Kerry.
How Kerry? Yeah, he said how scary.
Let's play that back.
All right, let's play it back a little bit.
Tell me if you hear Kerry or scary. Let's listen.
The summer camp games in Atlanta. How scary is this situation? Because we don't know.
Yeah, it says scary.
It sounds like how's Kerry though.
Yeah, it does. It does sound like that. How's Kerry? But
so he's thinking it. He knows you're watching.
Yeah, he knows you're watching. Yeah. So once again, this is from Isaac, the clubhouse from the Miami Marlins. So
it's almost over. 1 minute. This is a great video.
So we'll let Isaac go so we can
we can't control the virus, but we know how fast it can spread. So, what's your perspective of getting our catcher infected right away?
Almost every guy in the bullpen got it except for 4 of us.
Wow.
Which is, I was just waiting every day for that text to come or the call saying I was positive. I just couldn't believe that I keep dodging this bullet. And with Alfaro, it just seems like just bad luck, man. I mean, and then all of a sudden it gets you. You don't even know you're playing in a game that you have it. You have no idea. I mean, it's just crazy how fast it spreads when no one knows. And like in the bullpen, there's 8 guys. I mean, there's 12 of us, and then all of a sudden 8 of them have it. I mean, it's just crazy. We got to do everything. We got to be better, though. We got to do a better job, obviously. Just pay attention to the small details. But with catchers, I don't know, man. It's just crazy.
Yeah, Corey, give me your thoughts on that because we've been hitting the same BP group. We've been hanging out a lot together, talking about hitting, talking about staying in the best shape as possible. And we just was talking about like doing foam rolling. And I got the virus. How you feel after all this happened and having close contact with me, but at the same time we were wearing our masks and I'm fortunate enough to say that you didn't get contagious.
Yeah, for sure. Like Ken said, every night you're kind of with pins and needles, can't sleep. You're like, am I going to get that phone call? Mm-hmm. But like you said, we were hitting in that group with Alfaro before the first game, and of course we were all kind of concerned then. You were really concerned before that last game. Should we even play that game? And then after you got it,
you know what? You think they should have played that last game against the Phillies?
No, I really don't.
I'm happy they did because they scored because they blew them out. They treated them like dog crap, right? You remember that game where the Marlins won like 14-6 or something? You remember that game?
Yeah.
So I'm glad they played because they blew them out of the water. But but in a safety way, of course not. Because look.
Yeah.
Same thing. Well, I was in the same group.
To be honest with you, I think it's
it's only a matter of time, but I try to stay positive. You don't have to be any closer than 6 feet, to do those things, and that's something we for sure need to do better at. Giving each other their personal space. I don't need anybody to come, any closer than that to have a conversation with. And we're so used to the normal,
absolutely
doing everything together, helping each other out. But we have to look out for each other in a different way and give each other, space. And, it's our new normal right now. We have to do the best we can going forward.
Sandy, I want to ask you something about everything that you're hearing and you're reading on the news and people talking about us online.
Yeah.
How that make you feel?
I mean, like you say, it's a lot of people talking like a lot of negative things.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Look, no one knows the facts. No one knows if they purposely got it.
And no one will never know.
I'm sick of people on Twitter annoying them.
Yeah. That's what they doing.
They did not purposely get the coronavirus.
No.
The Cardinals did because it came out that they went to a casino.
Yeah.
We know that. It was reported. With the Marlins, there's all these rumors, but there's no official report. So do not say anything if you do not know the facts. They are going through a tough time. They have COVID. You cannot assume they're all going to recover. Some people die from it.
Yes.
COVID. So they were going through a tough time. They didn't purposely get COVID. It could have been by accident. I'm not saying it is, but we don't know. So if you don't know the facts, don't say it. Don't post it on Twitter. Don't annoy them.
Nope.
You agree with me, right?
Yeah, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you because sometimes Twitter, they always convolute everything that goes on. And
look, they tried their best to not get COVID. You think they wanted to get COVID? Who would?
No. Nobody wants to get COVID.
So understand, yes, it is a possibility that someone was reckless and went to a supermarket. That's a possibility, but we do not know, so do not say anything.
Yeah. Because you got a lot of people, see, like that they went to some park in Missouri called the Azores. I think that's what it is.
No, yeah, some people are saying the Marlins went to a birthday party and stuff. That is a rumor. We do not know, so don't say it.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they write. I mean, a lot of people does that.
No, so that's just a rumor that they say. But you know what's worse? They say, "Oh, the Marlins should not be able to play because it's their fault that they got COVID." We do not know that. You do not know it's their fault, so you have to let them play. See, with the Cardinals, it was officially announced that they went to a casino and they were reckless. With the Marlins, it wasn't announced, so you don't say anything.
Yeah.
You saw a lot of tweets when the Marlins got COVID. You saw everyone complaining, and
everybody complains a lot.
They have them. They were saying how the Marlins, it's all their fault and this and that.
I mean, they complain about every single little thing.
Look, it is not their fault. It could be their fault, but we do not know. So don't say it is.
No, it isn't.
So we'll play back a few seconds because look, this is the picture. He's complaining about people talking negative about them.
So we'll play it back for you. So let's.
We played it back 5 seconds. So anyway, there's 18 more seconds left. Listen to what he says, because look, he's mad that people are bullying him, and look, whatever. Guys, look, they didn't get COVID, so
people talking about us online. How that make you feel?
I mean, like you say, it's a lot of people talking like a lot of negative things about us, blaming us because we're getting sick. And I know we're sick. And
see?
Yes.
That's it.
So, So I'll look at it this way. So go ahead and you have the floor.
No. Say what you're saying.
Yeah, like I said, look, when you get on social media, anytime a solitary day, you're going to get these people on there. You're going to get people talking about the team. You're going to get them talking a lot of stuff. That's why I say, do not believe what you hear on Twitter. Do not believe what you hear.
They're just trying to make people look bad. That's what they're trying to do.
Yes. So, you got anything more to say before you?
All I have to say is, look, I'm a Marlins fan, but I'm not just saying this as a Marlins fan. It could be their fault, but it is not. So this video, anyway, a summary of this video, these players are stuck in a hotel. The Marlins are playing their first game tomorrow with most of their starters not playing because they have the coronavirus. They're going through a tough time. Do not blame them until you know the facts. Okay, that's it.
All right. So go ahead, let you go for the even. So
that's a long segment right there. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. But look, that's behind the clubhouse. Every week the Marlins do that with different people, and this week was probably the best one because it's the one that they had COVID. So.
All right. So tell the people where they can find you, Isaac.
You can find me at talk_Kerry.
No.
At Edelman Isaac on Twitter, and then the Trending Sports Talk at Trending Sporty. So that's for daily sports news right there. So. All
right, Isaac Edelman. See you later. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks everyone for watching. That was a good video I showed, right?
Yeah. All right, Isaac Edelman joining us tonight here on Sportscaster. We appreciate Isaac's coming in for tonight. We'll go over some more headlines. Let me continue here. We're going to continue tonight's show. So I'm going to be doing some more headlines. Let's go over some headlines on Yahoo Sports. I got the thing on the screen. So, okay. Yahoo here, Chicago Cubs quickly take roles. Bow to Alex Mills' reunion with his former team. So that's what they're talking about on Yahoo. You can go to Yahoo Sports. Let's play this video back. This is from NBC Sports Chicago. One of the writers. This is Matty Lee. You can follow him at NBC Chicago. That's NBC Chicago. Let me go ahead and play the video back. So once again, that's from Chicago Cubs coverage. You can follow them at NBC Sports Chicago. That's NBC Sports Chicago. So we had highlights. We showed you that highlights earlier. So so let's continue with tonight's Sports Talk. We're about 42 minutes in. Thanks for Isaac, the other guy. That's you can follow him at I think it's IF Hoops FL or something like that. So you can follow the other Isaac we had in here. So let's move along, and we will talk more sports here. Okay, let's go over to the Los Angeles Daily News headlines. Let me get this up on my screen. Give me 1 second to put this in for you, and we'll talk about that. Okay, Anthony Davis dominated with 42 points tonight as the Lakers clinched the number 1 seed over the Utah Jazz. So congratulations. So they will be the number 1 seed going into the NBA playoffs, which will begin next following week, which is August 15th through 17th and the 18th. So they will have their playoff games. So that's what's going to happen. So congratulations. So Anthony Davis had 42 points tonight in that performance against Utah Jazz. So let's see who's in on. So we'll see who's on Sportscaster. We'll check the Sportscaster side. See who's in. Let's see who's in the Sportscaster area. I don't know why I can't get. I don't know why I can't get no Go back on Sportscaster. So Isaac come in. So I just did that. So let's go over to some more headlines here. Let's switch this over. I'm going to do some more news headlines while we do the show. Glad we had Isaac on tonight. So let's go ahead and put this in. I'm going to set this up. Okay, let's give you what's going on. Topic-wise here on, so I'm going to switch this over again, and we'll go to this article. Okay, Washington State coach Nick Rolovich attempts to clarify positions. We are united group. That's what they're saying. So this is from USA Today. You can go to USA Today. This is one of the coaches right here. He's with Washington State. So he's trying to pursue those positions and stuff like that. So once again, this is from USA Today. Go to usatoday.com. I'm going to get that off the screen, and we will see what else we'll talk about here. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about Pac-12 players. We're going to go ahead and talk about Pac-12 players. Okay, I'll put this up on the screen. Okay, let's get this up on the screen. I'm trying to see if we can get. Hold on 1 second. Let me get this off the ad blockers. There's so many ad blockers around. We want to get this off the screen. We don't want to be bothered with these things. So we'll continue. Okay, there it is. Pac-12. I don't know why it keeps sending me these ad blockers. Yeah, I got another ad blocker on. Sorry about that. Let me get this back off. So, Pac-12 responds to football players threatened to opt out the season. So that's what they're going to be doing. So, Pac-12 had a response for the Pac-12 players. A letter to Pac-12 Commissioner Larry Scott, dated August 3rd, sent to 12 football players leading We Are United movement, obtained by the Associated Press and first reported by Sports Illustrated. Players said they have been communicating with more than 400 of their peers. I look at it this way. I hope in the near future, I hope that the Pac-12 is ready to for this situation, because look, with this racial stuff going on across the country and COVID-19, look, you have to have some form of stability in your situation. So once again, this is from this is from the News Tribune. You go to the News Tribune. News Tribune put this out a couple of hours ago. So we'll go over some more headlines. Okay, let's go over to that information right here. Okay, this is from Fox Sports. Let's give you this information. Put that up on the screen, and we'll share the article just in case. Okay, final score. The San Antonio Spurs defeat the Philadelphia 76ers. They lose 130 to 132 to 130, 132 to 130. It's your final. They did win that game tonight, so it's going to help the New Orleans Pelicans out big time, fighting for that 8th position in the Western Conference final playoffs. So once again, that's from Fox Sports Southwest. Go to Fox Sports Southwest. They cover Houston. No, they cover San Antonio, all the teams across the Texas area. So let's get this out the screen, and we will look at something else. Okay, some Major League Baseball scores. Let's give you some Major League Baseball scores while we let's give you the scoreboard update, Major League Baseball scoreboard update. Okay, let's give you those scores. See if I can give you score updates. No data found. I don't know why we ain't got. So we'll go over to the other. We'll go over to CBS Sports and give you some MLB scores. I'll give you some of those scores in just a second. Let me get my scoreboard screen up and set that up for you. Okay, let's get that sent over. Okay, Major League Baseball scores. from tonight's games. Final scores. Let's give you those final scores on the screen. Reds win 3-2. Reds win 3-2. Let's see who's in. Super Sam, how you doing? What's up? Good evening. What's up? Isaac just came up here a few minutes ago.
Yep. Coming on for a few minutes.
All right, you're coming on for a few? All right, that's great. So, so you've been doing some games, huh? Yeah.
Want to come in for 5 minutes? I'm watching the Oilers Blackhawks.
Which game you watching now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yankees win 6-3. Braves lose 7-2 to the Mets tonight. And let's go ahead and roll down some more scores. White Sox win 6-4. Minnesota wins 5-4 in that game. Also, Chicago wins 2-0. The Cubs win 2-0. The Rockies win 7-6, and the Oakland A's defeated the Seattle Mariners 11-1, and the Dodgers lose 5-4 tonight. The game, the Cardinals and Tigers, was postponed, so that was your MLB scores tonight. I'll give you some NBA scores. Let me go ahead and switch this over to the NBA side. I'm gonna do that, so you'll see my face on the screen. But I'm doing the scores right now, so let me go ahead and do that. Okay, let's give you NBA scores. I'm gonna give you those scores really fast and furious. Okay, NBA scores tonight. Raptors defeated Heat 107-103. Thunder did lose to the Nuggets 121-113. And Indiana wins 111-100 over Austin. Yeah.
Gary, hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
What are you watching? Because I'm on the Edmonton, Chicago, so.
Oh, you're on Edmonton, Chicago? Oh, okay. All right, I'll let you.
A bunch of streaming tonight because I've been hanging out with family. You know,
okay.
Late night family time. So, but wanted to come on for a few. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay.
Bonk the popcorn bowl.
So we'll give you more scores. So we go ahead.
There's a chance for the Chicago Blackhawks. Yeah, this series has been really high scoring so far. The first game was 6-4 Chicago, and this is 4-3 right now. Early third period, Edmonton.
Yeah.
Scoring.
So some other scores: Philly defeats San Antonio 132-130, and the Lakers defeated the Jazz 116-108. So we'll give you some NHL scores as well. Let me go ahead and set that up for you. I'm on CBS Sports. I'm gonna give you NHL scores in just a second.
Gotta go now, but thanks for having me.
All right, I'll see you later, bud.
See you tomorrow.
Later. All right, thank you, Sam, Super Sam from Sportscaster. Appreciate him coming in as well. Just like Isaac and Isaac, both from Sportscaster. Please give those guys a follow. They'll surely appreciate your patronage. So let's go ahead and give you some NHL scores. I'm going to go ahead and finish up tonight's game. Okay, let's give you some NHL scores here. NHL scores on the screen. Blackhawks down 4-3. That's in the third period. So third period, 4-3. Edmonton on top. And the Carolina Hurricanes went 4-1 over New York Rangers. And the Winnipeg Jets went 3-2. Other games going on tonight. In Southern overtime, it is Tampa Bay winning 3-2. And Las Vegas winning 5-3 over Dallas. And Pittsburgh winning 3-1 over Montreal. So that is your scores for tonight here on excuse me, long night. Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer show. And we're on all 3 networks now. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Sportscaster. So we will be rotating around once in a while. So we will be on those networks. We'll be on all 3. So let's get back to what's going on here. So thanks for coming in. We'll see who's all up in here now. Looks like we got 2 viewers on the screen, and we'll see who's coming into our screens. So it looks like we got 2 viewers. I'm looking at the viewers right now, see if we got any viewers talking to us. So if you want to come in video chat with us, you can come in video chat with us via the StreamYard links in Sportscaster, YouTube, and also Facebook. And so you can go there if you want. So let's go ahead and go over back some more news headlines here. I'm getting ready to finish here. All right. Let's put something on. Let's see what we can do. And it looks like I want to get, I want to see if we can get more sports news here. We'll look for some more sports news. Okay, let's put this in. Put the load in and get this in. Set this up. Okay, this is for the Los Angeles Times. You can go to the Los Angeles Times at latimes.com. That's latimes.com. See if they can. Okay, UCLA's Chris Smith withdraws his name from the NBA draft. Will play his senior season with the Bruins, so I think that's good news for the Bruins nation. So I'm glad to see that happening for the young man. So because we want to see, maybe his skill set might not be up to par, stuff like that. So he might have to play another year to get his skill sets up, so he can be a potential first round draft pick. So he averaged 13 points a game with UCLA, averaged 5.4 rebounds a game. So I think that's good what he's doing. So he needs to get a little bit better shooting his ball. So he shot 45%. So he's a 45% shooter. He's also a 34% shooter. So that's kind of, like I said, I think that's kind of good what he done to go back to school and get his education and do. Because look, without an education, you ain't nothing. That's just the bottom line. So once again, this is from LA Times. You go to latimes.com. So let's see what else we'll discuss. And we'll wrap this up for tonight. Okay, this is from Yahoo Sports. Let's get this up on the screen. Okay, despite but coronavirus models prepare to embrace for a fragile season. So I think they're going to have a very fragile season. Like Isaac Elliman said, to be honest with you, he said you can't blame, you can't assume anything that goes on. You can't blame those guys if they had coronavirus. You can't blame them. Look, people in society rather get on social media and rather just weaponize whatever they say, stupid stuff, just to get a lot of views and a lot of likes and stuff like that. But the truth of the matter is, look, the Miami Marlins didn't ask to get coronavirus. They didn't ask to do that. So, I mean, a lot of people is just going to assume things that's going on right now. So please don't assume. Please do your research, folks. Absolutely 100% do your research. before you speak on social media, because sometimes you can sound like an ass and all that. So that's just my opinion to people right there. So once again, this is from let me switch this out, get this off the screen. So this is from MSN Sports. Go to MSN Sports. Okay, we'll see what else we'll talk about here. And let's put this up on the screen. So if you're in here, you want to come on here and talk to us. I know it's late at night. I know it's almost close to midnight here in the Central Time Zone. But if you want to come on video chat with us, you can video chat with us. The video chat link is in Facebook, YouTube, and also Sportscaster. So Washington adopts a tentative name for football team as Washington football team effective immediately. So they're going to be called not the Washington Redskins no more. They'll be called the Washington football team. So that's what they're going to be called for right now as we go, due to the name being racist, the Redskins name being racist and stuff like that, and denigrating Native American communities and stuff like that. So once again, this is from WABY up in Washington, WABY. That's WABY.com. You can follow those guys. So we'll see what else we'll talk about here before we sign off. Okay, let's put this up on the screen. So I'm going to put this. This is from the Greenwich Times. Let me go ahead and put this up. This article. I'm going to show you this article in just a second. Okay, St. Louis. Get that off the screen. Drop this off. Okay, St. Louis series at Detroit off after positive positive test with the coronavirus. So their series at Comerica Park will be postponed. So this is the details right here. We're showing you the articles on the screen. So if you want to comment about this, you can via Sportscaster, Facebook, and also YouTube. So we're on all three now. We're going to be using three networks on here, so we can use three. So far, so good. So once again, this is from Greenwich Times. You can go to greenwichtimes.com. Okay, let's play do one more video, one more article, and then we'll sign off for tonight. I might do some interviews. I'm going to go ahead and do some interviews in just a second. Okay, let's do some interviews. Okay, let's get this up. Okay, put this up on my screen. Okay, PGA 2020 PGA Championship Fantasy Golf Rankings picks, and back Bryson the Chamber Bowl fade. So that's what they're talking about. So it's about fantasy golf and stuff like that. The golfers in the world. It's just all the golf tournaments. So once again, this is from Golf Web and also Sportsline. Follow them at CBS Sports. So that's what we talking about tonight. So let me see if I can get my screen. Okay, we're going to go to Crescent City Sports. I'm going to do some interview segments. I'm going to do some interview stuff in a second. So we're going to do that for you. So I'm going to go ahead and get that set up for you. Get those interviews. I want to play an interview from Crescent City Sports. So we'll go ahead and do that in a second, and then we'll sign off for this evening. Let me go ahead and get this on. Okay, we're going to play some videos from Crescent City Sports. We're going to go ahead and play Coach Eric Tudor. He was on All Access 3 hours ago, so we'll go ahead and play him. So we'll play him for a few minutes, and we'll wrap up for tonight. Let me go ahead and set this video up for you. Give me 1 second. Let me share the screen. Switch the screen over.
It's just a matter of whether it's on time or not. Joining us now to talk about that and about his team, the fine head coach of the Salmon Spartans, Coach Eric Shooter. And Eric, it's great to have you with us. I hope you're well in these strange times.
Yes, sir, Mr. Ken Trahan. Great to be talking to you tonight. Hope all is well with you and your family also.
Oh, it's all good, and couldn't help but think about you a little bit. I had Coach Hank on the show Saturday with Ed Daniels and I, and of course we reminisced about everything under the sun, and you were a big part of that. I seem to remember a certain 1987 season where things went pretty well back in those days on the West Bank.
Great time, Ken. Great time. You know, I was matter of fact, when you contacted me today, I heard a little bit of that deal with you were talking to Coach Hank, and it made me think about playing for Coach Hank and some of the things that, you know, Coach Hank was the first guy who told me I was going to be a football coach. He did it to me when I was like 15 years old. He looked at me one day, we were talking protections or something, and he goes, you know what? You're going to be a football coach one day. And I was like, yeah, right. Okay, whatever. And then when I student taught, I had the luxury of working for Darren Barbier. And I called Darren at Christmas break. I said, Darren, I'm going to be student teaching at Hornville High School. And he said, you're going to coach with us, right? And I went, well, yeah, I guess so. And here we are 28 years later, still doing the same thing, you know. So those guys saw something in me a long time ago that I didn't see in myself, and I really appreciate that for them.
Of course, I'm just trying to picture this when he told you that he thought you were going to be a coach. Was it the week 2 Hank voice or the week 7 Hank voice, which you couldn't understand a word he was saying? Something like,
no, it was pretty well. We can make it out. We can make it out.
There you go.
It was a great conversation. I still remember that day like it was yesterday.
Eric Shooter with us from Salmon High School. And Eric, obviously, you spent time coaching at Hannon as a head coach. I'm sure that prepared you well for this. You, of course, coached at Salmon for a long time. Had a little time with Bill Stubbs and, of course, the time with Jerry Leonard for an enormous period of time. You've kind of seen it all there. You've seen the highs and the lows. You've seen how good it can be, and you've seen what it's like to have to kind of start over again, right?
Oh, no doubt about it, Ken. No doubt about it. That's why this whole time here, what it's taught me to is just appreciate things more. You know, as a younger coach, you know, you're always worried about the next rep, the next play, the next practice, the next team. You know, I think now what this has allowed me to do, like today, for instance, man, our young men, we had a great day today. And I came home this afternoon, and I'm just enjoying the day that we had. I'm enjoying what our young men were able to accomplish under all the circumstances today. So, yeah, you know, it's taught me to be a little more patient, and it's taught me to be definitely appreciative of a lot of things that we do have, because obviously we've seen how easily it can be taken away from us.
Well, when you stepped into the job, you knew it was going to be kind of a start over. You know, you guys had a playoff team in Jerry's last year. You had
a
really good quarterback. You had Eddie, who was a hell of a player. So, and you know, I had a good team. Yeah, but you knew those guys were all going to be gone. It was kind of going to be a start over situation. So you knew that going in when you took over the job.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I knew it going in, and Jerry knew it going in. Jerry Leonard, that is, he knew it. And I think my first year taking over, you know, it was awesome to have him there as an assistant principal to be able to lean on a few times, you know, and help me through, you know, a tough year. We were so close that first year from a few more victories. And, it comes down in high school football. There was 5 plays you got to make during the course of the game. And we didn't win those 5 plays that year. But what we've had to do is we've had to go out and reestablish our brand, so to say. We've had to go out and let people know that, hey, Salmon football's here. Salmon football's coming back. And the team we had last year reminds me so much of the 2016. And what I mean by that is 2005 team, the Katrina team, obviously was winless, but those kids fought hard. They made it back after Katrina. And, we had a first-round playoff game against Bastrop. And then the next year, we won 3 ball games. And we had to fight and win those 3 ball games. I think we were 3-6 that year. Well, the following year was kind of our bust-out year. We went 6-4 and went to Neville, and we lost a tight playoff game to Neville. I believe it was 13-7 or score like that at Neville. And then the 2008, 2009 years, 2010 years, we were off to the races. I mean, those semifinal years that we were a part of. So this group of kids I have right now really remind me of that year, how resilient these kids are, how they have each other's back, they don't complain, they work hard, they are really a pleasure to coach.
Visiting with Coach Eric Shooter of the Salmon Spartans. Talk a little bit about the experience that you have coming back, because when you build a program, you build it toward having a junior, senior leadership group that is enormous. That's how most people win. What do you have in that regard this year?
Well, on offense, we have 7 returning starters, and out of those 7, 5 are seniors, and 2 of them are going to be on the offensive line. 2 of them are going to be in a wide receiver group, and 1 of them is a running back. Those kids, those seniors were freshmen that year. You were talking about that great year, that winning season we had, that playoff run, and some unbelievable comeback victories we had. So those kids remember what it's like. And those kids, and actually the best thing that I did, not just including those kids, but I've included all the underclassmen as far as making decisions in the program. Put together a leadership council consisting of different classes of kids. And we started meeting in December after my first year. We met twice a week, and we came up with, gave the kids some ownership. For those kids, who started on that leadership council are now seniors, and I think it's really paying off. It's really paying off. So I know your question was about returners. On defense, we have 5 returning starters on defense. Out of those 5 returning starters, though, now we do have 5 seniors who are going to be starting on defense, but we have 1 junior who's going to start in linebacker, and 1 junior and another junior outside linebacker. So we have an inside linebacker, outside linebacker, and a nose guard who started at sophomore for us. So I'm excited about that because also not just the seniors.
When you look at the district, of course, that's obviously an interesting dynamic because Lakeshore has been so good. Franklinton's always good, and Pearl River's solid. I mean, it's a small district, but it's a good district, isn't it?
It's turned into a heck of a district, that's for sure, Sam. It really has. Lakeshore, obviously, the last few years, they've enjoyed some of the success that that we've had in the past. They were able to enjoy some of that success. Franklinton will always, Franklinton, regardless of their records, the Salmon-Franklinton game is always, it's a rivalry that goes back to after Katrina started. We had some heck of ball games, and we still have a lot of the same coaches on the same side. So that's still a rivalry. It's no matter what our records are, it's going to be a great ball game. And of course, Pearl River. Pearl River is really, their program has really come along in the last few years, and so it's going to be a challenge. There's no doubt.
In fact, in recent years, there was a year there where you and Franklinton played twice, which was that was a really unusual situation.
Well, actually, how that came about is crazy because Jerry and I were talking back when the district came out. We had 4 teams in the district, and it goes back to the Katrina year. Katrina year, we played Lutcher twice that year. And as a coach and as kids, we had so much fun preparing. It was almost like an NFL schedule in a way where you played the team and then 2 weeks later you were turning around and playing the team. So I mentioned to Jerry, I said, Jerry, it's kind of half jokingly, half serious. I said, why don't we talk to the district team and see if we do a round. They do it in basketball. Let's play a round robin. Let's play each other twice, a home and away. We only have 3 district games. That'll give us 6 ball games because we were having trouble. Filling the schedule. Jerry turned around, presented it at the district meeting, and I think everybody didn't like the idea. They thought it was crazy, like the rest of the state did. And then Franklinton called back a few months later and said, "Hey, Coach Leonard, are you serious about playing twice?" And Jerry said, "Heck yeah, we need games." So we actually played twice that year. And as a matter of fact, you mentioned Shaw. We had an open week. Shaw was on the schedule, and we asked them if they wanted to do the same thing. And they chose to go a different route. But man, let me tell you, that's fun. And the state decided that the first game wouldn't be the district game, that the second game would be the district game. So I'll tell you, every time we played Franklinton in that first game, they played different things on defense than they do in the second game. So it's and same thing on offense. They'll come at you in different ways on offense. So it really is an NFL type prep deal where you kind of a normal high school week you're prepping one way, and now you're having to play a team again that you played 2 or 3 weeks ago, and this time for keeps in a district. So it really made things interesting.
Visiting with Coach Eric Shooter of the Salmon Spartans, and let's talk a little bit about your schedule for this year. Of course, again, it's fluid. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but we assume that the games are going to be played. It's a matter of when. As things stand right now, you would be scheduled to open with Hammond on September the 4th, and then you get the crosstown rivalry with North Shore. And
right.
Bell Chase is a tough team to play with, the offense they run, and then you got a Kenner Discovery team that's growing, a school that's growing, and Loranger, of course, is another team that's had great success over the years, and at West St. John and McDonough 35. So you've got a very diverse, challenging non-district schedule.
Absolutely. We're going to have to be ready because at some point the state is going to tell us we can play a football game. Now, like you said, whether that's going to be week 1 or week 3, who knows how that's going to happen. So we're going to have to be definitely firing on all cylinders when we play. The Hammond game, it's very important, I believe, for this football team to start off on a good foot. It's very important for us to go out and have some success against Hammond, and not just a success on the scoreboard where we get that victory. Then the North Shore game, once again, like I mentioned in Franklinton, that's a crosstown rival where you can throw records out, you can throw the paper match out, how good you think this team is versus that team. It doesn't matter. That game is going to be a knock them down, drag them out war. And then Bell Chase, Bell Chase is a solid football team. Coach Myers over there has done a great job. And, obviously having to defend against the option and the things he does, that's a tough draw. And Kenner Discovery, the job Coach Frunk has done over there is phenomenal. And then Loranger's always good. And then, we roll to West St. John and McDonough 35. So as I'm going through this, I'm like, man, who the heck made this schedule? Unfortunately, it was me.
Yep. Well, and the thing about it is, you kind of cross the boundaries. You play 5A schools, you play 1A schools, you play 3A schools. You play people that run a lot different stuff, too. And I think that as a defensive coach in particular, that's not easy when you're playing teams that do different things. Nowadays, we're accustomed to seeing so many spread looks out there. So when you don't see that, how difficult now as a coach is it to prepare for a team that will run a triple option, a team that will run wing T, a team that will run, just I formation stuff. We don't see much of that anymore.
No, and let me tell you, the short answer to that question is you prepare very carefully because and very early, we're doing some of that now in our little pod. I call them pods. Our pod groups that we have of kids that come in. We're introducing a tight end look because, as you said, that is a dying thing in high school football. The veer and at our level of high school football, you just don't see much of that. So when you have Bell Chase running midline and inside veer, man, that's tough. And then they'll turn around and run power after that. That is very tough. So and then I think it was Nick Saban who said it years ago, back probably when he was at LSU. It just always stuck with me is that that this spread game, the spread world is making defenses soft, and that you always need to be able to line up against a tight end and a fullback in practice and have that period and go after it. So we try to do that. We try to do that at practice. Now, I wish we could do it more, but if this would be a normal fall camp, that's where we would start. We would start versus the tight end and the fullback, and we would try to be physical and have to learn how to take on those plays and what our responsibilities would be. Because I think some of that carries over to the spread game as you get to the spread game, defensive line, linebacker play, and especially those outside linebackers who, some teams may call them strong safeties, some teams may call him a true outside linebacker type, but that kid is not an inside linebacker, and he may have to walk up and play against the tight end. And if he has never done that before, and he's used to just going out and playing cover 3 or cover 2, and then rallying and making tackles, he's in a world of trouble. Your team's in a world of trouble. So we were, and going into spring, if we would have had spring this past year, our plan was to face nothing but a tight end on defense. So that's the long answer of it. You try to get it done as early as you can, so that way game week you're not scrambling to try to teach something.
Well, Coach Hank says he's gone back to running the ball with a quarterback that's capable of doing that this year. But I guess the last thing is, if you live long enough, you see everything. When I joked with Hank the other day, when I saw Hank Tierney and Jay Roth running spread offenses, I knew that the world had kind of turned over on its side, right?
There's no doubt. As a matter of fact, we talked about Coach Hank. I remember at that 30th reunion we had for that state championship team. We were talking about a few RPOs and doing a few with a fullback, and we were sitting and talking. And I said, "Coach, you got to try it. It's just like option. It's the same read. It's the same read." He goes, "Yeah, but you can't get sacked." He says, "I don't care. I'm turning around. We're gonna run bigger. I don't care." And a year later, he's in a spread. I like to die. So you got to be kidding me. Here we are. He argued me down on why he would never do anything in the shotgun or anything like that, and then all of a sudden here he is in a spread offense. But sometimes in high school football, it's going to depend upon what your kids can do also.
Sure.
Just because if I like to run a certain offense or defense, and if I don't have the kids, then we got to adapt. My thing with my coaches, my thing with my family, my thing with kids at school, everybody I come to is we got to evolve or die. We can't be the same person we were 30 years ago. I can't be the same coach I was 30 years ago. Can't be the same one I was 5 years ago. If I don't evolve in this business, I'm going to die in this business. So I think, I think that's with Hank and guys like that who have been around long enough and have been successful, that's what they do a good job of, is being able to adapt their schemes to their personnel. And that's what we're trying to do at Salmon.
Play to your player's strength, no question about that. Eric Shooter, Salmon Spartans. Let's hope the season starts on time. Listen, I appreciate the time tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. This was a great interview with Eric Schuster with the with Salmon Spartans. Talking about the where they run the beer and stuff like that. So I think I hope the season does start. I really do. I really do hope the season does start. So once again, that's interviews from Crescent City Sports. You can go to Crescent City Sports. We'll have another one tomorrow on tomorrow's show. So we will be having those interviews throughout the show. So let's go ahead and sign off. Okay, once again, thanks for joining us for this edition of Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer Show. After midnight edition, we're now in the midnight. We will be back tomorrow with Sports Talk. We'll be back here on all three of the networks: Facebook, Sportscaster, and YouTube. We'll be on all three now. So we have YouTube week. So the YouTube week will begin all the way through Sunday, but we will stay on Facebook as well. Next week we'll be on Twitter, and then following week we'll be on Twitch. So we will be back on Twitch the following week. So once again, everybody have a good rest of your Monday night. Now it's Tuesday morning. We glad to see Isaac come on. Also, I think it's IF Hoops. IF Hoops, FL, something like that. Just follow him. He's on Sportscaster as well. Also, Super Sam as well. You heard Super Sam come on. We will have these guys on all the time. So we're glad to have you. Also, if you want to come in, we have the StreamYard links You'll be able to go in, whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Sportscaster, you can come on in. So, all right, let's give you like, share, and follow Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer Show on Facebook. That's facebook.com/Kerry.Wehmeyer, that's the number 75. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at Talk Kerry, TalkKerry. And also, you can follow me on my YouTube channel. So that this live stream will be posted on the YouTube channel. So you'll be able to watch the replay of us tonight. Also, you can follow me on Tumblr. That's the official blog and site of Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer Show. That's you can put that on. That's KLW7825. And also, you can follow me on the official flagship of Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer Show. That is Sportscaster. Follow me at sportscaster.com/KLW. And also, you can follow me on the Twitch channel. We'll be back on there a week from Monday. We'll be back a week on Monday. So we'll be back on Twitter next week. We'll have Twitter next week, and then Twitch the following week. So we'll have all three networks. So we will have three networks we can work with. We'll broadcast on. So also, you can follow me on Instagram as Sports Talk 2505. That's Sports Talk 2505. Now Thursday, we will do something different with the broadcast. We will broadcast on Skype. So I will send you the link if you want to come in and watch the basketball game with us. I will have the basketball game on there with you. We will be on Skype. Skype will be the play-by-play broadcast center for Sports Talk and for Pelicans, LSU, Tulane, and many more games. We will have Skype on. You can come in. I will send you the link. You'll be able to come in, watch the game, and chat with us. And it's fun. So we will be on Skype. So my Skype address is this. I'll put it up on the screen. So we'll set it up for you. So if you want to come in, I'll add you to the list. So let me put my Skype address, my Skype address is let me put that in for you. So 1 second, put that in, and we'll send it. So the Skype address is going to be on your screen. Please put in it's Kerry.Wehmeyer. It's the same as my email address. It's not different. It's the same as my email address. So thanks for joining us tonight. We'll come back tomorrow with Sports Talk with Kerry Wehmeyer Show here on Facebook, Sportscaster, and YouTube.